Release the Kraken!
Oh yeah. I gotta tell you guys, I am feeling really, really juiced up after watching that amazing beatdown of the legacy media by Sidney Powell and Rudy Giuliani releasing the Kraken onto this absolutely just false narrative that the legacy media has been pushing, that there is no fraud in the election of 2020. My name is Lucius Cole with another spicy video for you today. If you like this type of content, go down below, like, subscribe, share, and of course leave a comment if you think I deserve it. The Cole Factory and the Cole Train on our way to 1,000 Patriots strong, thanks to people like you watching content like this. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing a highlight of today's press conference and the absolute bombshell after bombshell after bombshell that was rained down by Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell. What an amazing... I mean, seriously, guys. If any of this stuff that is being presented right now holds even just a slight amount of water, we could possibly be looking at the biggest, most corrupt election scheme in the history of not only the United States, but the world. With that said, guys, I highly recommend you go and check out the entire press briefing. I myself went through the entire video. I cut out parts that I thought were, very, very charged and really just highlight the points of what's going on here. First thing we're going to be talking about is what's going on in terms of the irregularities and one specific witness highlighting what she was directed to do by the political class and the people that were running the election. Take a look.
Jessie Jacob is an adult citizen and a resident of the state of Michigan. She's been an employee of the city of Detroit for decades. She said that I was instructed by my supervisor to adjust the mailing date of these absentee ballot packages to be dated earlier than when they were actually sent in. I was instructed not to invalidate any ballots and not to look for any deficiency in the ballots. I was instructed not to look at any of the signatures of the absentee ballots. She was instructed by my supervisor not to ask for a driver's license or any photo ID when a person was trying to vote.
Well, hello, sir. Are you here to vote today? Yeah, I'm here to vote, but I didn't bring my ID, but I have this gas card. Is this good enough? Well, yes, sir. It seems to work out perfectly. Here, let me give you your ballot. Oh, thank you. I guess I'll just fill it out real quick. I forgot how to do my signature, though. That's fine, sir. We'll take it as it is, okay? So we'll take that. And actually, yeah, my friend, I know the election's over, but I really wish he could vote. He really wants to vote. Is that okay? Yes, sir. We have these things. This isn't really an envelope. It's for your ass cheeks, and you wipe it, but it's kind of close. You can stick the ballot in here, okay? You put it in there. Get it in real deep, okay? And then you're going to send that to us, and then we'll just backdate it like you sent it before the election, okay? That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about zero security. None. Not checking the ballots, not checking the signatures, not looking for any indiscrepancies whatsoever. And then, on top of that, telling them if ballots come in after the date that they are supposed to be there, to simply backdate as if it came before. I wish I could say it gets better, guys, but it gets worse.
Do you know how many affidavits we have in the Michigan case? 220 affidavits. They're not all public, but 8 of them are. 4 affiants here. What they swear to is that at 4:30 in the morning, a truck pulled up to the Detroit center where they were counting ballots. The people thought it was food, so they all ran to the truck. It wasn't food. It was thousands and thousands of ballots. And the ballots were in garbage cans, they were in paper bags, They were in cardboard boxes, and they were taken into the center. When they saw a ballot, these were ballots only for Biden, meaning there was no down ticket, just Biden.
You see, guys, this is the game that they play. It's all semantics. This is why the legacy media is gaslighting you to a degree that hasn't been seen since the propaganda of the USSR. We have 4 people that have sworn affidavits. That means if they are lying, they can go to prison for 10 freaking years. And they're saying there's no evidence. No evidence of ballots. 60,000 to 100,000 ballots showing up under the cover of darkness, 4 a.m., with all of the ballots that those people witnessed only had votes for Biden and nothing down ticket. But no fraud, guys. No fraud. No fraud. No election interference, guys. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here, guys. And that's because they want direct evidence. They want video evidence. They want photo evidence. That's what they want. They are saying that sworn testimony under oath is not evidence. Here's a fact for you. 90% of all evidence is witness testimony. It is very, very rare that you're going to have direct evidence presented in a trial. 90% is from witness testimony. What people saw with their own 2 eyes. So stop listening to them talking about hearsay. That's not hearsay. Hearsay is when someone hears someone else say something. This is them witnessing it. Witnessing the act themselves. Let's continue with the total corruption.
There were many precincts in which there was an overvote. Now let me explain to you what an overvote is, which is something you should have explained to the American people, because it's about the clearest circumstantial evidence of massive fraud that you can have. An overvote is if 200% of the people who are registered in a district vote. In Michigan and Wisconsin, we have overvotes in numerous precincts of 150%, 200%, and 300%.
Guys, I really want you to think about how stupid the legacy media and the deep state thinks that you are. They think you are so stupid that you are willing to overlook that there are precincts in this election that have a 200% and 300% voter turnout. Meaning that there are 300% more votes than registered voters in that precinct. They really think people are this dumb. They really think people are this stupid. And the sad part about all this is that the left is cheering this on. As if this isn't going to bite them in the ass when they actually get a real candidate, a real change candidate, not a fake one like Barack Obama, but a real one. A Donald Trump, if you will, of the left. They don't think this is going to bite them in the ass? I cannot believe what's going on, and let's just keep dropping bombshells, guys.
The Dominion voting systems, the Smartmatic technology software, and the software that goes in other computerized voting systems here as well, not just Dominion, were created in Venezuela at the direction of Hugo Chavez to make sure he never lost an election after one constitutional referendum came out the way he did not want it to come out. We have one very strong witness who has explained how it all works. His affidavit is attached to the pleadings of Lynn Wood. It is a stunning, detailed affidavit because he was with Hugo Chavez while he was being briefed on how it worked. He was with Hugo Chavez when he saw it operate to make sure the election came out his way. That was the express purpose for creating this software.
Let me see if I got this straight. So you're telling me we have a sworn affidavit from a man who worked with Hugo Chavez and Venezuela, an enemy of the United States, who somehow found a way to get the Dominion voting systems, the same systems that use the algorithms of Smartmatic, into the United States election system? After years of Russia, 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 and yet our election is being used by hardware from a foreign power that hates us? Guys, like I said before, if any of this holds just a drop of water in a bucket, this is going to be utter insanity. I cannot believe the information that Sidney Powell is pushing out. Let's keep going, guys. This is Red Pill Central. Let the red pills rain.
Notably, the Dominion executives are nowhere to be found now. They are moving their offices overnight to different places. Their office in Toronto was shared with one of the Soros entities. One of the leaders of the Dominion project in overall is Lord Malloch Brown, Mr. Soros' number 2 person in the UK. There are ties of the Dominion leadership to the Clinton Foundation and to other known politicians in this country. The gentleman who founded Smartmatic, there's video of him on the internet explaining that yes, on at least one occasion he admits they changed 1 million votes with no problem. One of the Smartmatic patent holders, Eric Coomer, I believe his name is on the web as being recorded in a conversation with Antifa members saying that he had the election rigged for Mr. Biden, nothing to worry about here, and they were going to F Trump.
One moment, guys. Let me just get one of my shekels here, and I can't believe this. I can't believe this. And honestly, if it wasn't coming from such a distinguished lawyer, such as Sidney Powell, I probably wouldn't believe it. But Sidney Powell's track record is amazing. She's a trailblazer. She's a freedom fighter. She's a winner. And she's dangerous. This type of information is the type of information that gets you killed. This is dangerous. We're talking about people inside of government. We're talking about Nancy Pelosi. We're talking about people in the House of Lords. We're talking about George Soros. We're talking about the man who patented Dominion and Smartmatic, talking to Antifa and telling them that Joe Biden's going to win. That he's going to make sure that Joe Biden's going to win. If we allow this to stand, our republic is gone. It's dead. We will not let this stand. Let's keep going.
The software has a feature pursuant to which you can drag and drop any number of batches of votes to the candidate of your choice or simply throw them away. So we have mathematical evidence in a number of states of massive quantities of Trump votes being trashed. Just simply put it in the trash like you would on your computer with any file. We have evidence of different numbers of votes being injected into the system, the same identical, unique 6-digit number multiple times in at least 2 states. There's no explanation, no logical explanation for the same numbers being injected 20 minutes apart into the machine. One of the Dominion's highest level employees or officers went to Detroit himself to man the Detroit Operations Center, where he could watch the votes coming in real time and decide what file folder in the system to put those votes into. That's why you see massive spikes after hours when people were told that all the votes were in and all the votes were counted.
4 more years, 4 more years, 4 more years. Heck yeah, Trump won this election. So easy. God, landslide. Talk about a red tsunami, ladies and gentlemen. You know what? I'm tired. I've been up all night watching the election. I'm just going to take a little rest, guys. It's almost 4 a.m. Wee, 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 wee. Wee, 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 wee. God, good morning. Second presidency for Trump. What was that? Biden won? I'm pretty sure we can all relate to this. We watched the election in real time. Donald Trump was ahead by huge margins. And then all of a sudden, under the cover of darkness, at 4 a.m., a giant, not just a spike, guys, not a V, but literally like a rocket, just up. And all of a sudden, Joe Biden was in the lead. Can someone explain that to me? Oh, that's right. Sidney Powell's doing it for us right now. Unbelievable. The amount of fraud. The amount of gaslighting. Telling us there's no fraud. And then on top of that, if you even speak about the fraud, there is a great chance you're going to be banned. Welcome to America. Welcome to freedom. Welcome to Venezuela, because that's where we're headed. Let's keep going. Bombshell, 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 bombshell.
There's evidence of different benefits being provided to the people who spent $100 million of taxpayer money at the last minute for their state to get the Dominion voting systems put in time for this election in different ways. There's one person that a lawyer told me got, quote, election insurance, meaning that he would be able to make sure he was elected. I'm sure they explained that feature in detail to many people who expressed interest in putting this voting system in.
This is what the left was warning us about. This is what the left used to fight for. This was them fighting against fascism. Corporations and government combining together in order to exert maximum and total control. And yet here they are saying that there's no evidence of fraud. None. Zero. Nada. It blows my mind what the left has become. They are actual fascists. They are supporting fascism while they claim to be fighting against it. And I gotta tell you, this next clip, I don't know if Sidney Powell just got emotional. I don't know what's going on in terms of her receiving death threats. I'm sure it's against her and her family on a daily basis, if not hourly basis. But this woman is putting everything on the line. Are you?
This is stunning, heartbreaking, infuriating, and the most unpatriotic acts I can even imagine for people in this country to have participated in any way, shape, or form. And I want the American public to know right now that we will not be intimidated. American patriots are fed up with the corruption from the local level to the highest level of our government, and we are going to take this country back. We are not going to be intimidated. We are not going to back down. We are going to clean this mess up now. President Trump won by a landslide. We are going to prove it, and we are going to reclaim the United States of America for the people who vote for freedom.
Damn, guys, I might actually have a gilf boner going on right now. But you know what? You know what? I might just call it a patriotic boner here. Ladies and gentlemen, Sidney Powell is putting her life on the line doing what she's doing right now. She's fighting not only against the deep state in the United States of America, she's fighting against the globalists. She's fighting against the world. She literally has the world on her shoulders. We can at the very least, the coal factory and the coal train, not only support her, defend her, fight for her, This is insane. This is America, and we must do everything in our power to preserve our republic. Now, of course, there has been information coming out about a server in Germany that was taken, a server that had direct info to what happened in terms of Smartmatic and the United States actually sending voter information and ballot counts to a foreign nation in Germany. And a reporter asks, what happened to that server?
There's reports that there was a piece of hardware, possibly a server, picked up in Germany. Is that true, and is it related to this?
That is true. It is somehow related to this, but I do not know whether good guys got it or bad guys got
So
it.
we don't know who picked it up.
When I first heard this part of the story, I was very, very cautious about jumping on it because I didn't want to be one of the people that was pushing out disinformation. There was an earlier story about watermarks on the ballots, and it kind of gave me that same feel like, there's no way you're telling me that a group of people went in and stole the server that was directly connected to the ballots in the United States that was sending information to a foreign nation about our ballot counts and were able to then change those votes and send it back to the United States? I mean, that's some Tom Clancy type stuff, okay? So call me crazy for, taking a breather and not believing it wholesale, but actually hearing it from Sidney Powell's mouth. We are living right now in a secret war. A hidden war is currently being fought right now. And no one, any normie, has no idea what's going on. Holy crap! If this doesn't wake you up, I don't know what will. I don't know what will. And again, where is our agencies? Where's our alphabet soups, guys? Where's the government? What's going on? Well, an actual reporter decides to ask, and Rudy Giuliani and his reaction is priceless.
Where is our FBI? And have they expressed any interest whatsoever in looking into allegations of voter fraud and election fraud that you have pointed out in these 6 states?
Come on, you have to have a little humor.
We have witnesses who have actually reported.
Where
things
are
to
you,
the
FBI?
And nothing's happened as a result of it.
I don't know where the FBI has been for the last 3 years.
What-
I have no idea where the FBI has been for the last 4 years. Explain to me how the FBI concealed a memo in the hand of Brennan to Obama saying that Hillary basically made up the Russian collusion plot. They withheld that for 4 years and cost our country $40 million and 2 impeachment, one attempted, one actual, and then an acquittal proceeding. I don't know where they've been. I don't know where they were on the hard drive. They got it 10 months ago. There are clear crimes revealed on it. Didn't do anything with that. I don't know where they are now. Our country has had its ballots counted, calculated, and manipulated in a foreign country with a company controlled by friends of an enemy of the United States. What do we have to do to get the FBI to wake up? Maybe we need a new agency to protect us. I have no idea.
Where is the FBI? Where is the FBI? Where? Where? I have no confidence in the FBI. I have more confidence in the people at the Donald, 4chan, and 8chan than I do in the FBI. That's what we've come to. I can guarantee you, in terms of Trump supporters, the FBI probably has a lower approval rating than Congress. And I believe Congress is at 9%. Unreal. This is a national disgrace. Think about what happened to President Donald Trump in the impeachment. $40 million to try to get him removed for something that he didn't even do. And they sat on information that would have shown that all of those proceedings were a complete and total farce. What about Hunter Biden? What about all those little people? What about the connection with CCP and Ukraine and Kyrgyzstan? What about all that? Nothing. Sat on it for 10 months, didn't do a darn thing. Nothing. Radio silence. And now here we have a foreign power in control of our election system, and nothing is done. I have no faith in the FBI. I have no faith in this government. None. They're corrupt. They must be removed. Make it. Sign me up. Sign me up, ladies and gentlemen. PED Bureau of Investigation. Because the FBI is clearly incompetent. They are corrupt. They must be removed. Hey, I'm for it. Defund the FBI. And let's get, where is the FBI trending on Twitter? Because I've had enough. I know you've had enough. We must fight for this nation. We must preserve our republic, and we must get President Donald Trump 4 more years. If you agree with me, go down below, like, subscribe, share. Thank you for watching this entire video. I really hope I broke down this thing. It was a very long press conference, roughly about an hour and 20 minutes. I hope I gave you the parts so you can understand it on a fundamental level. With that said, thank you, Coltrane. Thank you, Coal Factory. I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. I love you, Patriots, to death. Peace. Coltrane. Choo-choo!